Hey, what's going on, guys? Well, I'm back in the car again, and I think I'm going to make one last video talking about the spike lugs. And I suggest you watch the entire video if you've been watching these videos, and before you comment. I know it's hard to do, but try to sit through the whole thing, and then you can feel free to give me your opinions. But here's the deal: I'm taking them off the car permanently. I'm not going to put them back on, and I'm going to explain why. I went back and read all the original comments and stuff like that, as well as my comments, and I found that I was kind of on the defensive, and I was trying to justify a lot of stuff when I was replying to people, because essentially, I made a choice, and a lot of people didn't like my choice, so I got defensive. Like, hey, who are you to say it's wrong? I like it, who cares, right? Well, if you look at the entire situation in its very basic form, I bought a car part which I thought was cool, which is extremely rare. It's not a common thing that people have on their car. So I bought this part, I put it on the car, I thought it looked cool. And what does that mean? Something looks cool. Why would you say, oh yeah, it looks cool? Why would you like something that's cool? Because you want other people to like it too. You might not always admit that, but there's always a part of it. It may not be the whole part of it, because if you do something, let's say specifically to your car, not everyone's gonna like it, no matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do, someone's not gonna like it. Unless maybe it's like a performance upgrade or something. Anything cosmetic is up to a personal opinion. But if you do something and someone doesn't like it, it should be like, yeah, who cares? But if like 99% of the people out there don't like it, it doesn't make you feel good. You know what I mean? That's natural. That's okay. So even though I did like it, apparently it's just really frowned upon, and even in the car community. And what I thought was happening the first time was that it's like, okay, well, people like these, but it's just because I drive a Chrysler 200. It's not like a great platform for car modifications. I'm not driving a Honda or a Subaru or whatever that's heavily modified by a lot of people. You don't go to car shows and see a whole row of Chrysler 200s with different stuff done to them. It's just not common. People buy these cars, they use them, they sell them, or they break them, whatever. So I got this thing. I thought it was cool. I got the feedback, and I kind of got defensive. Like, hey, screw you. You don't like it. I like it. Oh well. And some people will say, yeah, that's fine. Do whatever you want, right? But ultimately, I don't want to look like a douchebag. And that's what a lot of people are saying is like, you know what? If I rolled up on that in a traffic light or something, I looked over and went, like, I tell everyone in the car, hey, look at this douchebag. I don't want to be that guy. The car modifications do this car. I want it to look nice. I want it to look kind of classy, I don't want it to look cheap. I don't want it to look immature, and I definitely don't want it to look douchey. So I am taking your feedback, and some people will probably give me shit for this and say, well, you shouldn't listen to other people. If you want to do it, that's fine. But the reason why I do it is because I want other people to enjoy it too. You know what I mean? If someone wants to put a big fat dildo on the roof of their car, it doesn't matter if they like it or not. They're going to get a lot of unwanted attention. And maybe I was, again, being defensive, because people are saying, like, yeah, you don't want to have a lot of attention to your car. If it's classy and it's subtle, that's cool. But you don't want, like, a big neon stripe on the side of your car. I'm not trying to really get attention, but I like everything I've done to the car thus far. But I am reconsidering the spikes, and I have decided that, yeah, maybe it's douchey, maybe it's immature. It is douchey and immature. And maybe I shouldn't have done it. And you know what? It's okay to change your mind. And I am changing my mind. What's kind of funny is that when I first got it, my wife hated it. And she just kind of dealt with it because it's something I wanted. I put my foot down in the house and said, I don't care what you want. I'm doing this. But she was right. And ultimately, I made a mistake. And it's hard. It's hard for a guy to swallow his pride like I'm doing right now and saying I was wrong. Now, something else I wanted to touch upon real quick is that although it was dumb, it was never, ever, ever dangerous to anyone. A couple people had the mindset that because I have spikes sticking out, that it was going to be going around popping people's tires and taking out legs of pedestrians. They stuck out a couple inches. But even though they stuck out a couple inches, they didn't stick out past the fender on the car. So anything that would have touched those spikes, while driving or not, would have touched the fenders of the car first. So they were never dangerous to anyone. And the only exception would be like if I was sitting in a parking lot, or parked in the parking lot, and someone walked by, maybe they can rub their leg on it. Possibly. Number one, why are you rubbing your leg on my car? Doesn't matter if it's the spikes, the fenders, the tires, whatever. You're way too close already. But I never park next to anyone. When I park in a parking lot, ever since I started driving, I park on the skirts of the parking lot, away from everything, away from the carts, away from the kids swinging their toys, away from the people swinging their keys. I try to avoid squeezing into parking spots, because that's where you're going to get the scratches and the dents from the carts and the people who aren't paying attention. So that was always a non-issue. So I just want to make that point. It was never dangerous, okay? So anyway, yeah, I mean, that pretty much wraps it up. You guys gave me your feedback. I appreciate it. I don't want to be a hypocrite. I don't want to say, yeah, I want feedback, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? That's not me either. It's human nature. I got defensive. Well, the best way to sum up this entire experience is just being a newbie to car stuff in general. What I did was, I think I made the same mistake a lot of people do, especially teenagers and people who are just new to cars in general or into the car scene, is that I saw a bunch of car videos and I wanted to do things to my car, and I couldn't afford everything I wanted to do. What some people do is they say, okay, that's fine, I'll wait. And I didn't. I got impatient. And so I ended up getting cheaper things I could afford to do right now. Some things worked out, some things didn't. Plasti Dip, I think, definitely worked out. I'm very, very happy with that. I really do like it a lot. The shift knob just didn't work out. In the short, you know, I liked it, short term, but ultimately it didn't work out. Just like the spikes. In the short term, I really liked it, but I don't want to look like a douchebag, so it didn't work out. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to enjoy the car as it is. And when I can afford to do the modifications that I want to do, like tinting the windows and other things, which will remain a surprise, I'll just wait. I'll wait until I can afford it and just do it right, instead of trying to get a quick, cheap thrill, you know? So that's it. It's a learning process. This is a learning curve. And that's all. I'm trying to learn from it. Learn from my experiences. It's all you can do in life, right? Do things. Sometimes they're good things. Sometimes they're not good things. You just learn from them. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So I am taking the majority's advice in this particular case. Sometimes I go against the grain. This time I'm not. I'm going to go with the flow. Most people, the vast majority of people, don't like it. So I'm ditching them. It's that simple. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. And I'll see you soon.